I'm going to continue chapter 8, where we left off on chapter 7. I asked you guys a question at the end. What do you think Aunt Spiker is planning? What do you think she's going to do? And another question that I kind of came up with in between was Aunt Sponge, if she was by herself, if it was just her, instead of her and Aunt Spiker, what do you think she would do with this peach? Right now, she's just listening to Aunt Spiker. But if it was just her, if Aunt Sponge was there with this gigantic peach, what would she do? And give me some reasons. Why do you think that? All right, let's go on to chapter 8. Chapter 8. The news that a peach almost as big as a house had suddenly appeared in someone's garden spread like wildfire across the countryside, and the next day a stream of people came scrambling up the steep hill, to gaze upon this marvel. I don't know what I just read. That was a little confusing. I'm going to slow down and reread that. Okay. The news that a peach almost as big as a house had suddenly appeared in someone's garden spread. I'm not too well. I'm just going to tell you what I'm guessing. I'm assuming and kind of thinking that garden spread. Perhaps it's how they spread a newspaper, and so they get their news. Because we're talking about news and newspaper spread. I'm not exactly sure. That's my thought. But what do you think? So, appeared in someone's garden spread like wildfire across the countryside. And the next day, a stream of people came scrambling up the steep hill to gaze upon this marvel. Wow, that was a lot. I'm not exactly sure. So, maybe you guys can think about it and you can let me know. I can leave a note there. What does this paragraph, what does this mean? What does this mean? Not sure. We'll see. Come back to it. Okay. Quickly, Ant spun, but what I do know, and I think what you guys can tell, is that there's a lot of people that are now coming to see the beach. People are scrambling up the steep hill to gaze, to look at this marvel, this amazing thing. Quickly, Ant Sponge and Ant Spiker called in the carpenters and had them build a strong fence around the peach to save it from the crowd. And at the same time, these two crafty women stationed themselves at the front gate with a large bunch of tickets and started charging everyone for coming in. So now we know what Ant Spiker's plan was. Roll up, roll up! Only 1 shilling to see the giant peach. Half price for children under 6 weeks old. 6 weeks? That's like a newborn. How many newborns are coming? 1 at a time, please. Don't push. Don't push. You're all going to get in. Hey, you, come back there. You haven't paid. By lunchtime, the whole place was a seething mass of men, women, and children, all pushing and shoving to get a glimpse of this miraculous fruit. Helicopters were landing like wasps all over the hill, and out of them poured swarms of newspaper reporters, cameramen, and men from television companies. Here's the fence. So if that's the fence, the people are here. Peach must be up here somewhere. It'll cost you double to bring a camera, says Aunt Spiker. Look at her mouth. Look at her smile. And Sponge is smiling too. Look at all the happy people to see. All right, they answered. We don't care. And the money came rolling into the pockets of the 2 greedy ants. Notice how I changed my voice there after the quotations. But while all this excitement was going on outside, poor James was forced to stay locked in his bedroom, peeping through the bars of his window at the crowds below. Aunt Spiker's talking. The disgusting little brute will only get in everyone's way if we let him wander about, Aunt Spiker had said that early that morning. Oh, please, he had begged. I haven't met any other children for years and years, and there are going to be lots of them down there for me to play with, and perhaps I could help you with the tickets. Cut it out. Your Aunt Spiker and I are about to become millionaires, and the last thing we want is the likes of you messing things up and getting in the way. Later, when the evening of the first day came and the people had all gone home, the ants unlocked James's door and ordered him to go outside and pick up all the banana skins and orange peels and bits of paper that the crowd had left behind. "Could I please have something to eat first? I haven't had a thing all day." "No," they shouted, kicking him out the door. "We're too busy to make food. We're counting our money." "But it's dark," said James. "Get out, and stay out until you've cleaned up all the mess." The door slammed, the key turned, and it was locked. Poor James. So, that's it for chapter number 8. We didn't hear too much about James until the end. So, James is outside picking up trash. I wonder, why did Roald Dahl focus on the ants instead of James? I thought the story was about James, and we don't really know much about him, but other than him being treated nastily. So let's stop for now, and we will continue at another time. See you again.